Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In today's video we're going to be doing another hero review, or in this case a villain review, and it is going to be on Captain Phasma. We're going to start by doing a little run through of her abilities. I'm going to talk about her blaster and, you know, the recoil and the damage and all that stuff and everything I think about the blaster. And then we are going to go, talk about, see how well she does in Heroes vs Villains and in Supremacy and all that. All the stuff. So just a general view on how good I think of a villain she is. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, and starting off her abilities from left to right, we have her staff strikes, which are her left ability. Captain Phasma unfolds her staff to deliver devastating strikes to enemies foolish enough to approach. If chained together, the third attack is even more powerful than the previous ones. So that is actually a quite good ability. I remember it was a bit bugged a while ago, but I think they have fixed it, and I think the damage is a bit better now as well. Her remedial ability is her survivor ability. Captain Phasma is relentless and will never give up. She can increase her health pool temporarily, so obviously that is just a health buff ability, which is always very, very good. And then one of her best ability, well, I'd say her second best ability next to her survivor is her first order sentry droid, which is her right ability. The tool used by Captain Phasma can blast at enemies while revealing its target. It utilizes automatic shock functionality against nearby enemies. So personally, I don't think that this ability is very good in Supremacy and Galactic Assault and stuff like that. But I think in Heroes vs Villains, if you got the whole team around you and you just camp on your droid, you can do absolute bits with it. So yeah, they are the abilities. I think the best three cards to go for, the first one being Easy Shots. For every enemy Captain Phasma defeats with the Sunblast F11D, its heat will be reduced. The second one being Safety First. Captain Phasma gains more health when using Survivor. And Not Hard Enough. Captain Phasma gains damage reduction while Survivor is active. So basically all of them are, these two are health cards. And Easy Shots, which is the first one, allows the blaster to not overheat as fast, which is very, very good in my opinion, because it pretty much just acts as a complete beast LMG. So yeah, let's get into some gameplay. Okay, now Captain Phasma, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated villains in the entire game. Actually, no, I take it back. She's one of the most underrated heroes and villains in the entire game. I really don't know why everyone hates on her so much. I think, well, to be honest, I think the main reason why people do is they think that she is just way too dependent on her droid, and I actually don't agree with that statement at all. I think everything about her is so good. I feel like her staff strikes aren't entirely that useful, to be honest. That there is never ever a situation where I end up having to use it is literally just like a last call, and even then, like, even if I try and use the staff strikes, it really doesn't aid me that much, because I usually end up dying, especially if it is against a lightsaber user. Obviously she is just a normal blaster hero, so she doesn't have any of the heightened sprint speed or the the heightened jumps, and any sort of force ability at all. So she's obviously got that lagging behind her. I feel like in Heroes vs Villains, she is probably better overall than she is in infantry-based modes. The reason for this is because she can make use of her droid. I know that sort of counteracts what I sort of said earlier, but not really, to be honest, because she is good when she uses her droid, but like I said, she's also good when she doesn't use her droid. So I don't think she's relying on it at all. However, as I said with the staff strikes, if people do get a bit too close, there's not really much you can do other than try and use your staff strikes and just hope for the best. Her blaster, in my opinion, is absolutely incredible. There is no recoil on it at all. It is literally just a complete laser. If anyone's ever played COD 4, does anyone remember the M16 with the red dot sight? I think some of you do, and that is exactly what it feels like. Overall, I believe her health is slightly higher than the average blaster heroes, which is very good, as she does, she's supposed to come off as a bit of a tank, and obviously that health can be improved, especially if you use the survivor ability, and obviously if you upgrade this with star cards like I recommended earlier in the video, your health can reach up to 960, which is actually absolutely incredible. Obviously this 960 health doesn't stay forever, but it is incredible. I think of it, mainly just like the officer. It is used in life or death situations when you're just trying to get away. You can just quickly pop pop up that health and instantly gain 260 health from it, and it is absolute lifesaver. It really, really is. So now moving on to her droid, which I actually do enjoy using it when I do get the chance to use it. When I decide to play very, very, very defensively, and really don't want to push because I feel like they'll just kill me if I push. But yeah, this droid can come in very, very handy. Basically what it does is it stuns the enemies, and it can also deal out blaster damage to them as well, which is very, very helpful. I can often just get them on one shot, and it's especially helpful in heroes versus villains, like I said, as a stun ability, no matter what it is, will always be incredible. I think the only thing that lets her down as a villain is the staff strikes. As I said, I think that is literally the only thing wrong with her. That's the only thing I'd maybe change about her. Maybe if she had a bit of a lunge, it would make her strikes better, but I understand that she's not a force user, so there's no real way she would be able to use a lunge realistically. But yeah, if I had to change something about her, that probably would be it. I find that she is actually very, very good on all maps. I've yet to play as her and suffered because of the map that I play her on. Really, there's nothing wrong with any map you choose to play her on. I feel like she can play any sort of game style you want. She can play very, very aggressively, or she can play really, really defensively, and use her turret, use her little droid thing, which is very, very, very good. Overall, yeah, very, very solid villain. Very, very underrated. I don't see many people playing as her. And I only rarely see her being used in Heroes vs Villains, obviously, as I mentioned, because of her droid, which is a very, very good ability in that game mode. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep on the gameplay just to see, what sort of streak I can go on with it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.